You, you, you. You hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Come back in. Yo.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. I'm good today. I'm on time today. I'm good. I'm good today.
Oh, sir, you're late.
Nah, sir. I'm good. I'm good on time today.
Excuse me, sir. You 10 minutes late, sir.
First of all, I'm not 10 minutes late because it took me about a couple of minutes just to get on here, but I was on
A couple
here
of minutes.
a couple of minutes, a little
A
slow. I'm a
couple
little
means
slow.
two. You're
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes late, sir.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm on time today, brother.
In your mind, sir. In
Mm-hmm.
your mind. All right, 10 seconds. Here you go. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are live. We are live. We are live. And you're now tuned into the season finale of Saucy Discourse, season 3, episode 35. And the name of the episode is Champion. Shout out to Kanye West bringing us in off the graduation album. Classic album. Bringing us in and out. I'm your boy Jeff.
And I'm your boy Marcus.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Life is good. Got things popping off. Been extremely busy. Been extremely working. Trying to
Uh-huh.
spend as much time as possible with the loved ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. Chilling, working, school.
Yeah, yeah,
Same old song, same old song.
yeah, man. Father's Day coming up, but you know what that means? That don't mean nothing. It's just
Exactly.
another day.
We don't get nothing but a big piece of chicken. That's what we get.
Yeah, big piece of chicken or something on the dollar menu.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't love us.
Yeah, we don't get love like Mother's Day, but it is what it is. Shout out to all
Abs-
the fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the fathers out there. Want to thank everybody for tuning in with
Absolutely.
us. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like, share, hit them buttons. Show support to the podcast. You like to donate to the podcast. Cash App, $ Social Nation 18. If you'd like to send donations, or you can hit us up on email at socialdiscourse21@gmail.com. If you have any feedback for us, or you have any questions or any topics you'd like for us to talk about, shout out to our sponsor, Click Vodka.
Hmm.
Head over to Teespring and get some official Social Discourse merch. Show some love over there. Also, for all our listeners and followers on Spotify, can you help us reach a goal to 100 listeners? Can you help us reach our goal?
Yeah,
We're trying to get another 100 listeners. All right. So
that's what we need, baby.
if you need somebody, if you know somebody
That
that
knows somebody.
knows somebody, let them know
Absolutely.
about this podcast as well.
Word.
Big announcement. Got another new addition to the Saucy Nation family. New
Hmm.
show alert. New podcast. It's called Music Can Save. Music is here to save us. I'm doing it with my homegirl Nurse Blue. It's dropping on June 10th. Okay.
Okay.
on a holiday. So
Get a clap. Well, hold on. You need to get a clap for that, man.
oh,
Can we get a
damn.
clap for that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably.
If you love music, you're still in music. This podcast is for you. We just
Uh, I do have
shout.
one question. Will I be on the?
What the fuck is
I was about to ask a question, but then that just took it all away from me.
Oh my god! I hate
Hey,
that thing. Shit ain't funny, man. Damn, Mike fell. That ain't funny.
it's funny as hell to me.
Uh,
It's funny as me, man.
no, what are you saying? I'm turn my
I was,
video.
I almost
I'll fix this.
forgot. I would hope to be on he's tuned out.
It ain't funny.
First, first your microphone goes out. Now your screen goes out. What's going on over there, man?
No, I turn my video off for nobody can see me fix the microphone pause.
We apologize for Jeff's. I can't even get the words out. I was gonna ask if I was gonna be on the episode. You know, your boy need to be on the episode. If you talking music, you know how what is it? Music. The episode of the show was called "How Music Saved My Life." Is that the name of the show? Did I get it correct?
It's called "Music is Here to Save Us." So basically, we're
Oh.
gonna we're gonna be comparing. We're gonna have a lot of topics, and we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be sharing playlists, um, past and present. And like for example, if the show is about relationships, right? So we're gonna share a list, 5 songs each of
Mm-hmm.
songs that help us get through a relationship, and also we're gonna
Whew.
introduce new artists as well that are dope out there that doesn't get a lot of recognition. We're gonna have a lot of new artists on the show and stuff as well, and they can share their music as well. So it is gonna be it's a good platform.
Hey, just put me down for one episode or two or three or four or five, whatever. But I'm down. I'm absolutely down. You know, I'm not just Marcus the sports guy. I can dab with a little music, a little
All
sometimes.
you know is Nas, sir. All you know is Nas.
Watch your mouth.
I
Watch
ain't
your mouth,
watching. I
sir.
ain't watching nothing.
Watch. Why you starting?
I ain't watching nothing. I ain't
Now
watching.
watch your mouth, sir. I know more than just Nas Escobar.
Oh yeah, who that? Az, the rest of the Queenbridge firm and
AZ.
stuff.
Oh, right. What? Where does this nonsense come from? See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
What? What?
I am vastly superior in knowledge when it comes to the music, especially the R&B game. I have my number love for my old schools. So yeah, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like I said, whenever you're
Let,
ready.
let's get right into it.
Hmm.
Recapping the NBA Finals. We got new NBA champions, the Denver
Absolutely.
Nuggets.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to them. Round of
Mm-hmm.
applause for the Denver
Well,
Nuggets.
well deserved.
They have been the best team all year, especially in the playoffs. Where they only lost like what 5 games in the entire playoffs.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, about 5 games the entire playoff. That sounds about right.
Yeah, the last people to do that was I think Golden State lost 4. When that I think the
Hmm.
first year Durant got there or second year, one of those.
Second year.
Second year, yeah. So that's big for them. Mr. Wilson, give your take on the NBA Finals. What what was your what did you take away from the NBA Finals? What
Um.
stood out to you?
Oh, what stood out first and foremost was give our congratulations once again to the the Denver Broncos, the Denver Nuggets. Um. Clearly shows right now that Jokic is a top two, top three player in the NBA right now. We can dispute who's 123 all day, but we're not going to do that. We're going to show love. And unlike most media outlets that we listen to, ESPN, Fox Sports, and here, there, yada, 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 Denver has been vastly disrespected this whole year. Well, we could say the last couple of years, maybe since the bubble. And if it weren't for, bubble with the Lakers, and we thought they had a chance to win that, and then Jamal Murray turned his ACL the season after, and then him just coming back to progressing as the player that he's going to be as he is now. It's a great feeling, Jokic being, I think, like I said, top three player in the world. And the disrespect that he has gotten throughout seasons, and more importantly, the entire team. Shout out to Coach Malone. He is a New Yorker. Shout out Queen. I believe it's Queens and Long Island, one of the two. Um, Also, shout out to the role players, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. How about Jeff Green, bro? Jeff Green finally getting his first world championship after 15 years. Think about that, man. 15 years in the league. Played with KD, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron James. He's played with the best of the best players in the league, and he's finally getting the recognition as an NBA champion. If he decides to call it a career, he's good right there. He's good. He's goated. Guys like Ish Smith. There's one name that I know is going to.
Ain't he's ain't used to play for the Knicks.
Who?
Ish Smith.
No, he has not played for the Knicks. So he never played with the Knicks. See, look at you taking shots already.
Well, I'm
You're
just
taking
asking
shots
questions.
already. You're taking shots
I'm
already,
asking
sir.
questions.
No, you're taking shots already. Look at you, just taking shots. You just taking shots. So it's cool.
Is there any ex Knicks on the Denver Nuggets?
No, but I'll give you the sentimental part of this whole thing. And the sentimental part of this is, do you remember the trade when Carmelo got traded to the New York Knicks? Got traded to the Knicks a couple years ago, I believe in 2010.
Yeah, we all
They
couldn't
made
hold
the
your
trade.
horses and wait for
They
them to come
couldn't.
free agency.
Right. There were 4 first-round picks that the Knicks gave the Denver Nuggets that led all the way to 2016. Who was one of those draft picks in 2016? Jamal Murray. Second-round pick, Nikola Jokic. So, in a very disturbing and weird way,
It always come out to bite the Knicks. It always gonna bite y'all.
See, I promise.
Y'all can't help yourself, man. Y'all cannot help yourself. Y'all just foaming at the mouth. Y'all want to get the hometown boy to New York City. He was a free agent, going to be the free agent in the summertime, but y'all can't hold y'all horses. And then you make a trade, and the Denver niggas wound up drafting probably one of the greatest centers of all time, and Jamal Murray, one of the greatest backcourt point guards of all time. And what did the Knicks have to show for it? A retired.
You know what you just can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. Okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up. Cool. But somehow, some way, you just can't help yourself. This is what I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. This is further proof that this man needs help. This man needs therapy, and you cannot take. I'm sitting here trying to make a nice little monologue, give respect to Denver Nuggets, but you just want to bring up the Knicks all the damn time. I'm not even trying to bring them up, but you want to do it. This further explains your hate for my team. This further explains it. There's nothing more. No, it is hate. It is hate.
I just pointed out the stupid stuff y'all do.
No. Okay, look, I'm just saying that it was 5. It was at that time one of those top 20, those top 2 picks were both Murray and Jamal Murray and Jokic coming out in the second round. Nikola Jokic is the very first player to be named Finals MVP, to be drafted in the second round, and win 2 NBA Finals MVP. This man is also the first player ever in the history of the NBA Finals to not only average a double-double, but the man has the most points, rebounds, assists in NBA Finals history in every single game in the playoffs. That's saying a lot.
I mean, even Patrick Ewing can do that. I mean, my God, you better get 7 assists.
You see what I'm talking about? You need help, man. You need help. You need help.
What?
You could have said David Robinson. You could have said Shaq. You could have said everybody, but you want to say Patrick Ewing. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got hate.
Bragging about
You
your
got
'90s teams,
no,
they did something.
no. You could have said anybody else in the playoffs. You could have, but you want to say Patrick Ewing to further. You're trying to get me upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, yes you are. Yes you are, because you do it all the time.
I'm saying the facts.
But since you wanna do that, since you wanna go low blow, I got one for you. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? My man Bruce Brown showed up. Oh, you on second team now? You on second team? The man was on the Brooklyn Nets literally no less than a year ago. He was deemed useless, but now all of a sudden he goes to a better team, and his talents.
Nobody called him useless.
Oh, yes, you did.
He was just hurting every damn body.
Yeah, first of all, he ain't hurt nobody in Denver.
That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. That's the biggest conspiracy. That's my point.
You see, you with these conspiracy theories, you can say everything you want.
Oh, please.
But he has a recent he is a recent champion that has more as a championship he has a championship before KD does in the last 2 to 3 years. But it's okay.
He
didn't mean to. Oh yeah, he maybe have 2, but he has one recent.
And that's only first finals appearance.
Oh, who cares? And he showed up. Did you see him dribbling? Did you see him? He had handle. I know he had handle. You know why? Because he was stuck under a rug. Just stuck under a rug. Apparently he couldn't shoot. Apparently he wasn't allowed to shoot when he was in Brooklyn. He wasn't allowed to have handle. All he had to do was one job and get the ball to KD. But his talents were never shown. His hard work. All y'all knew about Bruce Brown was he's a hustler. And according to you, he quote unquote hurt people. Allegedly. But we can't say that today because he is
that's obviously.
Hey, no. The man, you said the man had no handle. He couldn't shoot.
I didn't say he didn't have any handle.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. The only thing he was allowed to do was pass the ball to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. That's all he was allowed to do. So you stopped you hindered the man's talents. But then he goes off to them. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It's all right though. It's all right. But now he got handled. Now, not only that, he can shoot threes. He didn't do that when he was in Brooklyn.
Yes, he did.
You know why? Because he wasn't hitting corner threes like that. You know why? Because all he was doing was passing the ball to Kevin Durant.
That's his job.
No, it wasn't his job.
That was his job.
It wasn't. But you can't say that now, because now that he not only is he a hustler, he can score, he can defend, he can rebound, and he got handled. Now you can't even congratulate. You can't be man enough to congratulate the man, because all you want to do is.
I just said congratulations. Them Nuggets gave him a round of applause.
No.
Is he on the team? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course he's on the team. He's a world champion.
I said congratulations to Denver Nuggets. That's what I said.
No. You said Denver Nuggets, but you're not talking about Bruce Brown. Because you said that. Of course he's on the team. All absolutely. Right. But why can't you say congratulations to Bruce Brown? I just want to know. Why can't you say it?
I did say it.
No. I want to hear you say say congratulations to Bruce Brown. I want to hear you say it, sir. I want to hear you say it. Congratulations to Bruce Brown. I know it hurts because all you think about is him hurting KD at the worst opportune time, allegedly.
That's on video.
No, we don't care. We don't care about the past.
Oh, you don't care about the proof?
It's over.
Oh, please.
It's over. I want to hear you say congratulations, Bruce Brown. I'm waiting.
Hey, say nothing.
Oh, no, you can't say it.
I said congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. Is he on the team? Yes or no? That's me saying congratulations to Bruce Brown.
I'm saying to a specific player, congratulate Bruce Brown.
I ain't doing all that. He ain't do that much anyway.
Okay, excuse me. He did more than that off the bench.
He didn't do that much.
Nonetheless, he did more of that off the bench. He did what he's supposed to do. He know his role. Unlike he wasn't sure about his role in Brooklyn because all he had to do was pass the ball to everybody else. But he showed his talents, his ball handling skills, his defense, his finishing ability, and he can shoot threes. He was a do-it-all player. And this young kid, Christian Braun, who for his very first year after winning a national championship from Kansas, coming off the bench in the 7-8-man rotation, and absolutely just doing what you need to do. As a rookie, there's not many rookies in the NBA that know their floor, their role, and their ceiling. At some point, it takes some time.
Yeah, like
But the
Julius
fact
Randle.
that he, no, first of all, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You see what I'm talking about? You need help. You need
What?
help.
What?
You need help. You can't help yourself, but it's okay. It's okay. It's who you are. It's who you are.
I
You're a
just point
hater.
out facts.
No, it's all right. It's whatever. But at the end of the day,
Hmm.
I'm extremely happy for the Denver Nuggets. Now the question is going forward, Jeff, are they a dynasty? No, I don't think they're a dynasty unless they win. They got to win at least one more.
No, you
Then we
don't.
can talk about them dynasty.
That's
I
a,
believe
that's
they have to.
they gotta
I
win
believe
more
they
than
have to.
two.
They got okay. So, I guess your version of dynasty is like the Warriors. Got to win three in a row, baby. Back to back to
But Denver
back.
won three in a row.
Okay,
Denver three-peated.
okay, that's cool. So for the unfortunately for the Miami Heat, they had no answer. I will sit here and not hate on Miami Heat. I will give them respect. Um, they just did everything that they could, and they didn't have an answer for Jokic. Bam did absolutely show up. Bam Adebayo, I believe, was the best player for the Miami Heat, not Jimmy Butler. Um, it just showed that they didn't have enough offense, and I believe that is who they're going to target. We don't know yet, but obviously the rumors are already out. There are two players in particular that I believe would fit their system. Um, they have to do something with Tyler Hero because you can't keep Tyler Hero. What's the point of playing Tyler Hero and announcing that you're going to start him if you're not even going to play him? I understand he got injured in the playoffs, and you've been ramping Tyler Hero up just for nothing. But at the end of the day, you gave him this big extension, and now you realize that you got this far without the guy. Now you're gonna have no choice but to trade him and able to get a star piece to this team. Because you have to really come to the realization. I believe Pat Riley, as annoying as he is,
Watch your mouth.
has
By the
come
way,
to the
Pat Riley.
realization. No, 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 I don't care.
Watch
I
your
don't
mouth.
care. I will never forgive. I will never forgive.
You'll be bitter.
Oh, I am bitter. I will never
You'll be
forgive.
bitter.
I
Uh,
will never
and
forgive.
it's
I will
fault. It's
never
John Stark's
forgive.
fault that you left.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this right
I'm
now.
saying.
We're not doing this.
I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, is Pat Riley. He's going to find his guy. He always seems to find it. He found it with Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway. He found it in LeBron and D Wade, and it was Shaq and D Wade, and there was LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh, and now it was Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, and the crew. So at the end of the day, they're going to find another piece. It's just this team. I think they realized at the NBA Finals that you can keep Bam and Jimmy, but Jimmy is not a one anymore at this point of his age. And having a Tyler Hero really does not matter at this point because you're going to have to move him. If you're going to get a star, and the two stars that we're talking about, Bradley Beal, Dame Lillard, you got to move one of them. And obviously, Tyler Hero is going to be the biggest piece of that pop. He's going to be the biggest piece that's going to be moved. So at the end of the day, I believe Miami will be back next not in the finals. They will be back in the playoff hunt next year. Um, and I believe I'm very interested to see what moves Miami makes in the offseason. We're not talking about the draft because the draft is obviously next week. But at the end of the day, this is really about the congratulations and showing our love and our respect to the Denver Nuggets because they were the best damn team this entire playoffs. Go ahead, it's on you.
Anyway, thanks for pointing out the Carmelo draft history. I mean, the trade history. You know, they just show the Knicks. You know how they just make stupid
You
decisions.
see
So
what I'm talking
I
about,
mean,
man? You need
that's
help.
what they do.
You need
That's
help.
what they
You
do.
need help. You need help.
What you
Something
pointed
wrong
it
with you,
out?
man.
You pointed it out.
Yeah, I know I pointed out, but you just like see
Yeah.
you like to take body shots. You just want to keep going for the you want to go for the body blow. You want
Of
to go for the
course,
gut all the
of
time
course, of course,
because you're a hater.
of
Because you're
course.
a hater.
If I
You
ain't a
like seeing
hater,
us lose. You like
that's not
seeing us. You like seeing us
that's not
pain.
hating.
Yes, it is.
That's not. There's nothing to hate on him when it comes to the Knicks. There's nothing to
You
hate on.
can't even congratulate Bruce Brown. You
He's
can't
not
even
in it.
congratulate the man.
No, for what?
The man's world champion.
I said congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. Is he on
No,
the
no,
team?
no,
Yes
no.
or no?
Yeah, I said he's on the team. I said congratulate Bruce Brown. Congratulate the man.
I ain't congratulating him. I already
You see,
congratulated him
man.
already.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You see what's wrong with you?
I think it's very weird. Bruce Brown go all season and no, he doesn't hurt anybody. For the last couple of
Now you got,
years,
now you got to
this
hurt
man
somebody.
Bruce Brown has been hurting KD and other damn. Did he hurt James Harden that first season? That first season, yeah, he did. He hurt. He hurt James Harden the first year. The Brooklyn Nets were together. I just find it very weird that this
Hmm.
man goes a whole season and do not hurt anybody on his team. Not even Porter Jr. with his bad back half himself. You know, it's Jamal Murray. I'm glad he came back, but I'm surprised Bruce Brown didn't hurt him. And Jokic would have got hurt. Damn, they would have actually probably been in the player game like he did with Kevin Durant a couple of years ago with his overhyped himself. At the end of the day, the Denver Nuggets was the best team all season. They was the best team in the playoffs. Okay. And they deserve all the praises in the world.
Can't even admit it. So sad.
I mean,
Can't
what?
even admit it.
I mean,
You
what?
can't be happy. You can't even be happy for Bruce Brown.
I just said
That's.
congratulations to them Nuggets.
I said Bruce Brown. Congratulate Bruce
He's
Brown.
on the
Show some
team.
respect. No, no. I wanted you said congratulate Bruce Brown. Congratulations, Bruce Brown. A well deserved play on your role. Congratulations, Bruce. Congratulate that man. Congratulate him.
I ain't doing it.
See?
I ain't apologizing. I ain't congratulating people twice. I ain't congratulating people twice. Anyway,
Video, man. Video.
anyway, the Miami Heat. Um, Nobody expecting them to go to the finals this year. Big surprise. You know, they did beat your Knicks too. Was that first round or second round? Second round.
You see what I'm talking about? You see
Well,
what I'm talking about? You see
that's
what I'm
not a fact.
talking
Is that a
about?
fact? Yes or no? Then they beat your Knicks. That's yes. Okay. All right. Nobody expecting them to go to the finals. Um, I agree with you. Jimmy Butler did not have a good finals.
You did not.
He had like one good game, and overall, you just waiting for another big moment for Jimmy to come through, and that didn't happen. Um, I like some changes the Miami Heat did during the playoffs, and that's making Kyle Lowry come off the bench. That was a big thing, but also let him finish the games. That was a huge change that actually made the Miami Heat going to the finals. That was a good change. Yeah, they did too much with the Tyler Hero thing. Oh my God, when he's going to come back? He's eligible to play, and then you wind up not playing him in the final game, which you actually really needed him because you needed more scoring. Um, Miami Heat, I agree with you. It has a big off season. The free agency, they need some big guys that can actually move and defend. Like the Lakers had JaVale McGee, they had Dwight Howard, and I forgot the other guy that had three bigs, Anthony Davis. That year they won in the bubble. So if they could get a couple of big guys, a couple of veterans that actually could put a body on somebody like a Jokic, I think the Miami Heat will be in good condition. Adding a player, if you're going to add another star player to go with Jimmy Butler, you're going to wind up giving up Tyler Hero, which I'm pretty sure Pat Riley don't mind. But Duncan Robinson actually showed up, even though he was going through his ups and downs during the season. There's plenty of times on this podcast we said, Duncan Robinson, where is he? Why he's on the bench? You just gave him an extension, and why he's not playing that much. So in the playoffs, when the playoffs started, he started playing very well, started hitting some shots, and he actually contributed to the run of the NBA Finals. So if you want to get another big play, you're gonna wind up either packaging those two with a couple of draft picks. But the question is, who you're gonna get? I'm hearing Bradley Bill in association,
Mm-hmm.
couple of first rounders, second rounders, unprotected,
Mm-hmm.
protected. Um, there's also Dame that's in that picture as well. Dame Dollar, Dame Lillard. I think that would be a good addition um, to help Jimmy Butler because you need a person who's a consistent scorer and could basically every night could drop 40 on you. That has the range. He could shoot. He could pass. He could set up players. He could run a pick and roll. Dame is the full package. So if you want to go make a run to get another superstar, you would have to get somebody in that caliber that actually could contribute to Jimmy Butler and actually make this team even more better to go for another run in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
For the Denver Nuggets is actually who you gonna keep. You still got Murray and Jokic signed for a long period of time, but are you gonna keep the same core or are you gonna make some key changes like Porter Jr., um, Caldwell Pope?
He's he's the biggest one. He's the
Yeah,
biggest one because the team is already signed. Like the main guys are already signed. They already have Murray, Jokic, and Gordon signed. Like you said, Michael. The two key pieces for me are Gordon. I mean, not Gordon. Michael Porter Jr. because he's so. The one thing that frustrates me about Michael Porter Jr. is like, yo, you shoot the ball every chance you get. You never pass the ball. Drives me insane. And number two is Bruce Brown. That's the guy. Those are the two guys. I think as of this point, Michael Porter Jr. is a good player, but he's still young. He shows some type of flashes of what he can be. However, compared to Bruce Brown, I believe Bruce Brown has become more of a more important piece to the Nuggets' future than Michael Porter. If that sounds weird to say, you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's two big pieces, but well, we'll see what happens. Also, speaking of free agency, this um, Chris Paul. The
Oh
question
yeah.
is, this is so confusing. The question is Chris
Oh,
Paul waived
hmm.
or been cut? Because I'm confused. I mean, you still trying to work out a better situation for Chris Paul. First, you say
Hmm.
you first of all, the first reports are like you released him,
Hmm.
but now you're working on a trade
Hmm.
to send Chris Paul. That doesn't make any sense to me. If you released him, that means you have no rights over him.
Right.
So that's kind of weird. They need to come out and explain that a little bit more because I'm confused. What is your take on Chris Paul situation, and what team would be the best fit for him?
First of all, that like I agree with what you just said man, because when I first see it, I'm like, okay, Chris Paul got released. That was one report. I believe it was that Chris Haynes, and then there's another report from Shams, and you know who I'm talking about. So I ain't,
Mhm.
I know you don't like to release names, but damn it, I'm not in the league, so I
Mm.
can say it.
Damn shame. Damn shame.
I'm sorry. Shams says Shams says it was going to be is either going to either release him or re-sign him
To
with
trade him.
to sign the trade or extend his money, his contract. I'm like, what?
That doesn't make any
Okay,
sense because he
it
signed for
don't
least
add.
over the years. With
How
the
many? It's like
he had a couple of years left under the Phoenix Suns contract.
well, he does, he does. So like you said, it does not add up. But what teams would be perfect for him?
Mm.
Ooh, um, there are a
Well,
lot of teams that could use him. There
there
are
are
a
a
lot
lot
of
of teams
teams.
that are very interested.
I swear,
The Golden State
no,
Warriors or
we're not
Destiny's
doing
Chick.
no, we're not doing this. We're not
What?
doing this. We're
What?
not doing
I'm
this.
I'm
We're
just
not doing
reporting the Golden
this.
State Nuggets.
The Golden State Nuggets,
I
yeah,
mean,
okay.
Warriors.
The
Excuse
Golden
me.
State the Golden State Nuggets, sure.
Golden State Warriors.
Uh huh.
Your team, the New Jersey Knicks, are interested of bringing
First
in
of all,
Chris Paul.
first of all, they're not the New Jersey Knicks. You know where they
Excuse me.
are. You
Where?
know who they are. The New York Knicks, my Knickerbockers. Okay, we're in New
Uh,
York.
uh,
Watch your mouth, sir. Watch your mouth.
I'm
Watch your
confused.
mouth. What are you confused about?
I mean, that's like probably the only team that's not in New Jersey. other than the Yankees. I mean, Yankees.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
saying. I'm saying.
You see what I'm talking about? You need help. You have a serious problem. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has disrespected my team for months. No, for years. And then you still going to sit here and act like you have no clue what I'm talking about. Like, when I say you got hate in your blood, man.
No, no.
You got more hate than my Knicks and Stephen A. got hate for the Cowboys.
Oh,
It's official. Yes, yeah, it's
well,
true.
yeah.
It's
Well,
true.
I do hate the Knicks. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Is for ladies and gentlemen, can we get a hand clap? He finally admitted. You finally admitted. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud
Y'all should leave New York. You
of you.
know,
See? You see
like
what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
I'm just
Go
saying,
ahead. Go
y'all,
ahead. Let it
y'all
out.
should leave New
Let it
York.
out.
Listen. The city is
See?
trying to get Dolan to move the damn arena somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
because you got Penn Station, they remodeled that and all that, but Dolan don't want to go. I don't
And
see why not.
now you don't see.
Can
Here's
you
my point.
can you move Madison Garden somewhere else?
No, no.
Can
We
you move it
good where
like
we
towards the
at.
West Side Highway or
We
something
are
like
we
that?
are good where we're at, sir. We do not need people like yourself hating, and I say hating on my team. Okay, you can say whatever you want. We ain't going nowhere. We good where we at.
I need to
We
have
good.
play at MetLife or something.
Not anyway. Back to the question
Why y'all
at
go to
hand.
Westchester? With your D League
Anyway,
play it here.
you're so disrespectful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no bounds. You know, no bounds.
I'm just
Something is
saying.
wrong with you. Anyway, like I said, we don't want Chris Paul.
Why not?
Why? Because we just don't. It won't be a good fit for us. Oh, sure, he'll be a great mentor to Jalen Brunson. I believe he'll be a greater mentor to Julius Randle. Sure. Because, God damn it, Julius Randle needs it. Sorry, Lord, I had to say it. The man needs it. That's number one. Number two, we cannot trust a man that can be at times so good, but then gets hurt at the worst time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Chris Paul about his history, this man seemed to get hurt at the worst opportune times. If you don't believe me, check out the track record. There are tons and tons of people who have done tons and tons of videos on Chris Paul's legendary history. Okay, he got hurt years ago when he was in forget all the teams he's with now. The man got hurt a long time ago, and the very first time in the playoffs was against who? Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and the San Antonio Spurs. That was back in 2008, 2009. Then the trade happens to the Clippers. I guess the series, I believe, was it the Warriors or was it Houston? Whatever team it was, he got hurt again. Then he went to Houston. What happened? He got hurt again. And then was it 2014, 2015, or 2015, 2016? One game away from the NBA Finals when him and James Harden against Golden State. What happened? When, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, they had the edge. If Chris Paul was healthy, I believe Houston would have won. If it wasn't for Chris Paul getting hurt, there'd be no dynasty for the Warriors. There would be no dynasty. There would be no KD going to another team, yada yada yada. But the man got hurt game six, came back game seven, got hurt again. The year before that, with the Clippers, up 3-1 against Houston. What happened? He got hurt. Game seven against the Spurs. So I believe he got hurt again, 2014-15. Then got traded to the Houston. Got hurt again. Goes to what? What team he played after that? Oklahoma City. Didn't even make the playoffs. Didn't even make the playoffs. I believe. I'm sorry. He did. He did. Got hurt again. What happened when he goes to Phoenix? Got hurt again. When he was actually in the finals and we were actually rooting for him, got hurt again. You see where I'm going with, ladies and gentlemen? Now, I cannot imagine us signing Chris Paul knowing full well that this man going to get hurt at the worst opportune time. Like, we build up a winning streak. We out here doing well. We getting ready for the playoffs. And then, poof, he gets hurt. The man could get hurt going up the escalator. The man can get hurt going inside the elevator. The man can get hurt walking up the stairs in New York City, and then poof, he's out for the rest of the playoffs. That's just more material that a hater to my left needs.
Hater.
Yes, you are a hater. You finally admitted, so you can say it now. You've
Okay.
embraced the hate. You have embraced the hate.
No, I'm
You
not a
know what?
hater. I'm your
Yes, you are.
reality
Yes, you
check
are.
when it
No, no,
comes
no,
to
no,
your
no,
Knicks.
no, 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 no.
And
We
as a
passed that.
brother, I'm
We
telling you,
passed
you
that.
need Chris Paul.
We don't need
You need,
why.
yeah, I need him.
For selfish
Well,
reasons.
give
You
him no,
want
no,
Chris
no,
Paul
no, no.
so we can have the opportunity to go to the finals or go to the playoffs. So when we have the lead
Nope.
and when we up 2-1, 3-1, and the man gets hurt in the most opportune time, I can see you laughing with the nasty grin smile on your face that you have right now. See what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Just sitting there knowing that you're gonna see pain in my face and it's gonna be nothing but joy. See, look
Well,
at you, you're
it's going
smiling
to be
right
pain
now.
anyway. It doesn't matter. Anything can happen with the Knicks. But anyway, what I'm
See
saying, the
that what I'm
reason,
talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
I
See
mean,
what I'm talking
it's
about?
going to be
You see
pain,
what I'm talking
suffering. Going to be
about?
suffering,
Oh
pain,
my
and
god.
depression anyway when it comes to the Knicks. But that's not my point. My point is that Chris Paul will make a good fit for the team only if he comes off the bench.
Only if
Because
it comes over the
because
bench.
the rumors are y'all are going after this guy from the Wizards,
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal.
Well, we've been talking about that for quite some time now.
It
So why is that any different?
so here's the trade. Evan Fournier, you finally get rid of his ridiculous contract y'all gave him. All right.
That's fine. That's fine.
What's his name? The slinky guy, Robinson. What's his name?
Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson. Okay. Derrick
Okay.
Rose and a couple of first round picks. So y'all would
Mm,
need to fill that backup point guard
that's.
position.
I think that's not enough. I think there'd be more involved in that trade. It might probably be a couple more, maybe another second round pick, maybe a third
Not for
round
Chris
pick.
Paul. You're not getting more than that.
I mean, I said a third round pick. I don't know. I mean, I don't want Chris Paul. I'm saying it. I don't want Chris Paul. I understand
So
he's one of the most experienced players in the NBA history. I understand it. He's a point guard for a reason. I understand that. However, he does not fit this team because
yes, he
he's not
does.
going to be. You're not starting him over Jalen Brunson. Hell no, you're not going to start him
No,
over
I'm
Jalen
saying
Brunson.
don't start him. Give him the Kyle Lowry role. Let him come off the
No,
bench. It worked.
no,
Got to the finals.
no, no, no. We don't want it. We don't want it. I will not
So you'd
be
rather
sent.
have Derrick Rose on your team than Chris Paul?
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
That's
How's that
absolutely.
ridiculous? How's that ridiculous?
That's out the door.
How's that
That's
ridiculous?
Get
ridiculous.
the fuck out of here!
That is
What's fucking warming up? Get out of here!
That is ridiculous.
You
You'd
can't
rather have
answer
Derrick
me the
Rose on your
question.
team than Chris Paul?
You're damn right.
Why?
You're damn right.
Why?
First of all, because
Be a backup Gatorade boy? I mean, what's going on?
now it's a backup Gatorade boy. First of all,
Did you
I
play
would
him?
rather. That's not my fault. That's Tip's fault. That's Tip's fault. Ain't got nothing
Did
to do with
y'all
me.
play him?
No, we did not play him. We should have played
Exactly.
him.
So get
And
rid
maybe
of
we would
him.
have had a chance. No, we're not going to get rid of Derrick Rose. We're not going to get rid of Derrick Rose.
So you rather have Derrick Rose on your team than Chris Paul?
You're damn right. I trust
That's
Derrick Rose.
see, this is why you
No,
make
no, 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 no,
stupid trades
no.
like the Carmelo Anthony. Because y'all are delusional, man. Y'all are delusional. Something is wrong with y'all.
First
Something
of
wrong with
all,
y'all.
I trust a man that like Derrick Rose who's going to at least if he's going to be healthy, at least he's going to be healthy coming off the bench. I can't
Not
trust
gonna
Chris
play him.
Paul. Well, we are going to play him. Well,
When in the
Tibbs need
regular
to play
season?
him. Tibbs need to play him. Tibbs has no choice. Tibbs has to play him. Tibbs has to play this man.
He had no choice last playoffs. He was on the bench, riding the bench like Kevin Walker was, riding the bench, being a Gatorade boy, being a cheerleader. That's what it
Oh my
was.
goodness. That's what we're doing
You
now.
need Chris Paul on your team. I'm telling you. As a brother, I'm telling you, you know, I never listen to me when I always try to tell you something. Y'all need somebody like a Chris Paul, a general.
Sorry, I can't do it. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him.
So
I
was
can't
that
do it.
another rumor? Would y'all trade for Zion?
I don't know.
No. Answer the question, sir.
I don't know.
I said yes or no question.
It's not an answer, no, because I can't trust this man. He's first of all, this whole Zion Williamson thing is crazy, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not even talking
I was
about.
actually my segue.
Okay. Um. Zion. You shoot the club up, but then you messing around with a porn star just a week before, so she puts you on Front Street when you're already cheating. When you're already cheating on your lady who you're about to have your first child with, that don't look good. You already got millions of dollars, that don't look good. And then you can't even stay on the damn court. Then we're going to trade him to the Knicks. I want a player that's going to be healthy for me.
Who's that?
That's going to show up. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't given it a thought at this point. I really haven't.
Didn't you say you want to beat?
Oh yeah, I did. I want. Oh yeah, he can't stay healthy either. Damn,
Exactly. See, you see, this is what's wrong with y'all. This is wrong with y'all. It's not
I
gonna
don't
happen.
know.
It's not gonna happen anyway. It's the Knicks. Something actually is going to happen. Trust me. I'm
First of
telling
all,
you.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to your nonsense. Okay,
What? What?
I will not sit here and listen to your nonsense.
It's
I
not
believe
nonsense. These are
it is
historical
nonsense.
facts.
No, call it what you want. I don't care. I just no. No. I want us to get a good player that we can absolutely trust, that will stay healthy for us, that will ride with us, Knick fans, not through the good, but also through the bad, that will get us away from this Julius Randle problem that we currently have.
Oh, now it's a Julius Randle problem.
Yeah, damn right it
Oh,
was Julius Randle problem.
oh,
You know it's
really?
Julius. The
Really?
man, yes, you do. You know why, how I know, and you know it's true. The man plays good during the season, then he plays like garbage during the playoffs. That's a problem.
What did you say when the playoffs started?
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I don't remember. What did I say?
You was bragging about Julius Randle all damn season. Oh my God, this is that. This is that. Julius Randle. Oh my God, he's having an unbelievable season. Julius Randle going to show up in the playoffs. He's going to show up. He's going to show up. Watch, we here. We here. New York City, stand up. That was you, sir. That was you on this very podcast. And once I got to the second round and you start bumping your gums, no, that's not just on Julius Randle. That's on all you damn Knicks fans. You started bumping the gums. You started as instead of actually celebrating when y'all win a series and blocking 34th Street. Every single player game y'all went after that, y'all was blocking 34th Street. See, this is how delusional y'all is. Delusional. I mean, I understand winning the series, but every damn playoff game, you only won 2 playoff games. the last series you was in, and you blocked 34th Street twice. While you was down in the series. But y'all on 34th Street just having a good old time. So when New York City start bumping your gums, something about KD, like KD had something to do with it. You should have had KD, but y'all didn't want to offer him the contract. That goes. That's another thing on your damn owner and your organization making the stupidest decisions in the world. This is what y'all do. Go get Bradley Beal. Go get. That's the only best fit for y'all. Go give up Evan Fournier. You gave him like damn near $88 million. Okay, get that off the books. Okay, give up Robinson because he can't stay healthy. Okay, give away that bum Derrick Rose and
Watch your mouth, sir.
and send
Watch
him
your
off
mouth.
with Kim Bum Walker, whatever he's
Why?
at. Okay,
See.
and give away and stop being stingy with no damn first round picks. You got him for a reason to get a player like a Bradley Beal. Then every time you make it to the damn play, it's Julius Randle fault. It's Julius Randle fault.
Maybe it is Julius Randle fault.
Maybe if
it is Julius Randle fault.
You wouldn't have these problems.
It is Julius Randle fault. What you mean?
Praise Julius Randle all year till y'all lost. Julius Randle playing well. Oh my God, he be back. We got hurt in the Cleveland. He be back. He be back. He's busting Cleveland ass. I admit it. But he was busting Cleveland ass until he got hurt. Yeah, Julius Randle gonna be back. He gonna be back. And we're gonna end the series early with Cleveland, and we're gonna go to the next round, face Miami, go to hand Miami, and we're gonna go to the East Coast Finals. You said that, and the other damn Knicks fans said that. We go to the East Coast Finals. Julius Randle playing well. Brunson playing around. RJ Barrett, he's been playing well. And what the hell happened? A freight train just came in.
Are you done, sir?
Stop playing.
Are you done?
Go get Bradley Beal. Go get Bradley Beal and go get Chris Paul and stop playing.
Are you done? Are you happy? Are you happy now? You feel better?
Oh, I'm always better to shit on your Knicks. I'm always better. Anyway,
Yeah.
Zion Williamson. I don't think I should trade for Zion, but just
No, we should not.
you said, well, you was actually, foaming at the mouth when the draft started. Oh my God, we had a chance to get the #1 pick. What year? In that year, when Zion was coming to college, y'all was supposed to be that was your top 10 pick, right? What number were y'all? You're number 3. Yo, 2 picks away. You almost had him. You almost had him. Yeah, I mean,
And if we would have had him,
y'all was pissed for
yeah,
months.
and if we would have had him, he would have had this situation, and then of course in New York, it'd be worldwide, front page news, back page news, dominating the sports world. But it's not because he's in New Orleans. But God help us if that situation, same situation he's currently having right now, happens in New York.
Well, Zion, you gotta put your foot down when it comes to these women. I understand you was very happy. You're having a baby, but bro.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulate the man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but this is when Woody Harrison, another brick comes up.
Right now, and let's just gather up all these bricks and let's build a shelter for the homeless so that maybe your mother has a place to live. And your sister, too. I want your mother and your sister out of my house immediately.
That's how Zion should be acting when it comes to these 2 women. First of all, you're dealing with a porn star who's she is twice your age. And then she was around when he was in damn junior high school. I mean, my God.
Yes, she was. Yes,
And then you dealing with her, and you paying her allowance every month, up near close to $1.3 million. I don't care how good it is, I ain't paying that, especially for some bust down like her. Then there's a report that you with your new baby mama, right? And you smoking weed. The porn star is actually just actually airing out your dirty laundry. You smoking weed. That's why you can't come back on the court. You need to control your woman, bro.
So, baby, is the baby mama doing this, or is the porn stars? I know who the porn star is.
No,
I'm not gonna say her name.
The porn star.
I know who she is.
The porn star said that Zion Williamson is smoking weed along with his baby mama, and that's another setback of why he couldn't make it on the court fast enough. She got him smoking weed, and this is the same woman you want to impregnate.
It's also the reason why he's always in some food commercials.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, man.
That's why it's how the NBA be making fun of him, man. When you doing that with the practicing thing on the court, the warm up.
Yeah, the food commercials. He is about dude commercials.
Anything that can make you big. Pause.
And they put the wide Shaq, and they went outside Shaq and Chuck went at him. Like, damn, we had a baby Shaq.
Well, they said that's what they say. He didn't lose some damn weight. Drinking on damn Mountain Dew and shit. On that damn food.
I'm sorry. But it's a fact, man. It's just, oh my God.
Bro, what you need is go talk to your uncles or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And get some relationship advice and put your 2 women in check, because this is ridiculous.
It is. And it's not good. It don't look good for her. It does not look good for the future of your child. Mm-hmm. It absolutely does not. I mean, I know he can say whatever he wants, but it doesn't look good for the future of the child. It just doesn't.
And the only reason why the porn star is doing it because she's upset that she didn't get pregnant by Zion. That's what all it's about. That's what all it's about. Because Zion posted, I'm having a baby, and he was in the picture with his newfound baby mama, and that's when she went off on Twitter. It started airing the shit out. Or you was messing me at the same time.
Yeah, that's about right. That's
That's the only reason why she airs during laundry because she mad she didn't get pregnant, but she's old enough. Her egg is gone. She's like damn near pushing 60, bro. Even though black don't crack, but damn,
true.
your eggs crack when you up there. You can't have no
That's
more
true.
babies.
That's true. I agree with you, bro. It's pretty bad right now for him. We hope his situation gets better because when you're involving children, it's a tough deal. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get back to the kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your son or daughter coming into the world, blessed to come into the world just to find out, you know, down the line that your daddy was this and your daddy was that, messing with porn star when he should have been faithful to his mama, and then it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's just really not a good look. So overall, I hope Zion gets his stuff together. I hope he manages his weight because I believe that's the only thing that is stopping him to. He's already a superstar.
Mhm.
I think the only thing is stopping him from the next level is his weight. That's it.
Right.
Maintaining your weight. If you can make, because there were reports that halfway through the season, like he was progressing. We saw it on the court. He was doing a lot better. He's playing better.
Yep.
And then you only played 28 games. Next thing you know, poof, that's it. You're going for the rest of the season.
Yep.
And if memory serves me correct,
uh
weren't they in the playing tournament? They were in the playing tournament, right?
yeah, it was a playing time, but
Against Oklahoma, yeah. Right. They
like,
weren't in the playing tournament, and they
that's
lost.
me made this the stupidest comment in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like Zion. What the hell you mean? Don't feel like stupid? Yeah,
I'm not. I'm 99% Zion, but I don't feel like Zion. Who the hell is you? Who's this big motherfucker? You Thanos or something? Who is you?
Stupid. And Mr. Stupid finding himself in another stupid situation, and then you have
Oh my God.
and she posted the text messages.
Oh, she did.
She said, "Okay, so this is Zion. I'm reading it right now. Zion, delete everything and we'll talk. But come on, for real." Then she replies back, "You ruined my life. You lied to me all the time. You have a baby. You have a baby go by a what? She can't even spell for shit. You have a baby go be a what she meant is you have a baby go be a father. Okay, and then she also writes, "You not my king no more." Then
Wow.
the last sex. So why are you doing this? Wait, that's more. Oh, yeah, there's more. Enjoy your new life with that fake bitch,
Wow.
cheap fake. So she's so
Wow.
fake. She ran to social media to boost that your baby father. What?
I
That
have no
she's
clue.
your baby father. A
I'm lost.
clout
I'm just
chase.
lost.
She's a clout chasing whore. Okay. The Zion
Wow.
writes, delete the stuff, got and I got you. Okay. And she replies back, "Why should I trust you? All you do is lie. I literally was good to you. You let a whore trap you." Wow, is she gonna call the baby mama a whore? And she's not? Then she says, "You're going to be a dad, so I'm so happy for you," which is sarcastic.
Wow. Yeah. What are we supposed to say after that? What are we supposed to say after that?
It's stupid.
It is stupid. It don't look good. It don't sound good. Zion's in trouble, and we're hoping that this situation gets resolved real quickly before it gets even worse. Um, we are here to talk about sports, but this is an episode of VH1 just waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is a VH1 episode just waiting to happen. It really is, man. It's like, where do you go from here with that?
Zion's
Where do you
love
go?
triangle.
It is. It really is, and it's like it's disappointing. It's really disappointing right now.
Let's make a transition to some football.
Yes, please.
Bills head coach Sean McDermott clarifies situation with Stephon Diggs. Tuesday absence from excused, issues resolved. What is your take on this Stephon Stephon Diggs, Sean McDermott beef, and him.
Um,
Go ahead.
go ahead. This beef has been going on since I believe the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
I believe this beef been going on since the playoffs.
he wasn't getting the damn ball.
It was getting the ball. I mean, if I'm a top flight, if I'm a top five wide receiver, and unless he was being double covered on a consistent basis, but I don't remember that happening because I remember that game being very snowy, and I guess Josh. I mean, I don't necessarily blame that on the coach. I really blame that on Josh Allen because he played horrible. He didn't play good that game. If memory serves me correct. He threw a lot. I think he had like 2-3 insoles. If memory serves me correct.
Yeah, he played bad. Yeah,
He played pretty bad, but nonetheless, if I'm getting paid almost over $200 million, and I'm one of the best wide receivers in the league, yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way because I'm not getting the ball. So I think the best way they need to do is hash it out. This should have been hashed out. I guess they picked the right time to do it and hash out in the offseason.
of course.
And maybe we'll see what happens this season. But if this continues, we have to look at two things, right? First things first, Stephon Diggs almost had the exact same issue that he did in Minnesota. Memory serves me correct. He had the same exact issue because he wasn't getting the ball. Not only that, they chose Justin Jefferson to be the guy over Stephon Diggs, which we see now. That wasn't a bad decision because just Justin Jefferson is a top 3 wide receiver, in my opinion. This is part number one. Number two, if you're going to go to a team that's instant contenders and you're in the playoffs, which is obviously highly important. It's not like a NBA best of 3, best of 5, best of 7. It's one game and understanding the weather terms in terms of snow. And obviously it's the team that had a personal issue, a life-threatening situation with Damar Hamlin weeks ago. So if I'm Stephon Diggs and we're having this important playoff game, damn it, I need the ball. It's been all week. The game plan has been give me the damn ball. And he didn't get the ball. I'm going to feel some type of way about that because we're not talking fantasy and all that crap. And I won't say crap because we're both in it. But we're talking about a top 5 receiver not getting the ball. And of course he's going to feel that way. Why? Because he felt that same way a couple of years ago when it was 2 plays away from going to the Super Bowl against Kansas City. That back and forth all-timer of a playoff game between Kansas City and Buffalo. He stayed on that field when they lost the game. The year after that, when they lost again, he felt the same way. This time, he barely even got the ball. I think he had like 1 reception the entire game. And it wasn't even being targeted. I would feel some type of way, and I would need to resolve that so we won't have lingering issues as a team separately between coach and player, and for the sake of the entire team that actually I believe that I don't know if you believe it, Jeff, that they're still contenders in the AFC, regardless of, notwithstanding with Rodgers and Mahomes and Herbert and who in the AFC. But Buffalo, we believe they're, you want to say top 5, maybe top 6 in the conference. It's conference, not division.
Yeah, I see that.
But but it's a good thing that they hash it out so they won't have these issues going on through the season. Because once the season starts, it's time to go.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. You got to get the number on the ball, and that's all. That's all he was screaming at on the sideline. This is not just on Sean McDermott. It's also on the offensive coordinator as well. You got to find ways to get your best playmaker the damn football in a playoff game. This is what you get paid for.
Absolutely.
And then Stephon Diggs, he's trying to win. And it's a very small, tight window when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. Because you have a team that built to win right now.
Right.
So it's good for them to hash all this out and just focus on the plans of what they're going to do this season. But you got to get your number on the ball.
I agree. He has to get the ball. I think they're gonna give him the ball. There's a lot more this year. I understand you have more receivers. I understand you still have Gabe Davis. But Stephon Diggs is your number 1, bro. He's your number 1. There's no reason why your number 1 should be in the ball in the playoffs. No excuse for it. Even if the man is double covered, we can't all put that on the coach and the player. A lot of that also has to go on Josh Allen. A lot of it has to go on Josh Allen. He has to be better. This year he has to be better. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He must be a better player this year. If he cannot be a better player this year, then it's just not going to look good. It's just not going to look good.
Agreed. Um, Colts running back Jonathan Taylor hopes for ascension before the season. Um, basically, he just said it's kind of on them right now. So basically, he's saying it's on the Colts right now to give him an extension.
Mhm.
Do you think? Do you think it's a good idea for Jonathan Taylor to sign long term with the Colts?
Um, I would say so, but my issue right now is the running backs not getting the love that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, case in point, look what's going on with Saquon.
Hmm.
Look what's going on
Told you.
with.
You don't
Shut
want to
up.
listen to me. You don't want
Shut
to listen to
up.
me.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was so desperate again. This is the typical New York team, desperate, and you sign your damn quarterback. How
Why
much you
did
give
you?
him a year? I mean, how much you give him a year? $45 million a year.
Do you want me to stay on point or no? Staying on
I'm
point,
asking.
okay?
I'm asking the question. How much money I give him?
Oh my God, $160 million, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
I
No.
didn't want that. Look, I wasn't asking for that. Okay, I'm like, oh my God, what? I'm not asking for that type of money. Nonetheless,
Mm-hmm.
we see. Look what the hell just happened to Dalvin Cook. Alvin Cook ain't just he just not some running back. Man is an all pro. Man is an all pro making I would say a good enough amount of money, and he gets released. I understand the value of the running back is not the same. Obviously, as we can see, he's definitely not the same. Times have changed. But damn, y'all making it seem like running backs are becoming obsolete. Though that's the fullback. You only have what? Maybe one or two teams, one to maybe three teams that value of a fullback. That old school. I remember back in the days, fullback was just as important as a running back. Now, obviously, the game is more turned to quarterbacks, sometimes defenses, maybe at times offensive line, and it's definitely for wide receivers. But you can't sit here and tell me that running backs ain't important. They absolutely are important. So I agree with that. What you said, Jonathan Taylor need a bag. He's the best player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best player on offense or on defense. He's the best player on the team, not named Quentin Nelson. Oh, we need the ball and he need the bag. He deserved the bag. What you're gonna wait on their first round pick Anthony Richardson to become a star, and then it'd be too late for y'all to sign Jonathan Taylor? Nah. If you're gonna sign this dude, you gotta nip this in the bud. Nip this in the bud as soon as possible before he gets. You have another disgruntled player, and then you will have no choice but to trade this disgruntled player. Then God forbid you trade him to the right team and the right system, and he shoot off to the Super Bowl and then win the championship. You're gonna regret that. The Colts already have a horrible history of it. You got rid of Peyton Manning. What happened? Went to Denver, championship.
Yep.
Yeah, I say more. If you're gonna do that, make sure you have your team intact. Get ready to get Marvin Harrison's son next year. He's gonna be top three next year. Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver from Ohio State. You ain't seen this dude do. I promise you, Jeff, by the end of this night, look up this dude highlights. He is a legit top three wide receiver pick. He's the best wide receiver coming out of a draft class next year. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. God forbid if he even gets injured. Nothing more to talk about. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be just as good as his father, if not better. He already got the hands. He already got the feet work, route running, everything that he can do. He gonna be in the NFL next year. Top three pick. I've seen enough what I need to see. If he don't play the whole next year, I'm cool with it. So the Colts gonna do that, cool. But don't wait. But play. Make sure you take care of your running back first. He's the best offensive player on your team. The problem is, as I said, they take too much time to look at the quarterbacks. I understand you have Matty Ice. You saw what happened with that. Even I had to admit I was wrong. You see
Of
what
course you did.
happened. I didn't ask for feedback. I didn't ask for
I'm
feedback.
saying, yeah, so you stink. You don't listen to me.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Go ahead, go finish.
No, I'm just saying that don't wait for this guy, Anthony Richardson, to groom so quickly that eventually you're going to have to give him the bag too. We know that. But make sure you take care of your running back first. Take care of your best overall player on the team. If you can't take care of him, somebody else will. Somebody else will, because I know there'll be a team somewhere in the league that will need a running back, no matter how obsolete or damaged running backs seem to be right now in terms of getting paid. But there will be that one team like a Washington that will pay that man 4 years, $85-70 million. God forbid the Cowboys get traded to the damn Cowboys. God help us all. God help us all if he gets traded to the Cowboys. And I'm saying because I'm in the same division. God help us all.
Who get traded to the Cowboys?
Let's say Jonathan Taylor gets traded to the Cowboys, or he requested a trade. God help us all. We couldn't. They won't be able to help themselves. They always talk about Super Bowl, and they get a running back like a Jonathan Taylor that will actually fit their system. God help us all. God help me if he goes to the Eagles. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, it looked like the Giants didn't get Saquon his money. So he ended up in a Cowboy uniform.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
I'm saying, pay the man
How
his
about
money.
you know what? Just pack your bags and move out.
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Just pack your bags and move out, man. There's something wrong with you, man.
They shouldn't stink that bad if it make me feel this way. Please.
Oh my Lord.
Pay Saquon his damn money.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I agree.
I think Jonathan Taylor should wait.
Why should he wait?
I think he should wait because you got a year.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He should wait to see what the market look like. Do not sign an extension. Because I guarantee if he doesn't sign an extension, you know how many teams is going to be lined up to get Jonathan Taylor?
A lot. A lot of teams.
So I'm just saying, Jonathan Taylor, do not sell yourself short. Sign so many years, and then your team is going to stink in how many years because you got a rookie quarterback.
All right.
You got an okay offensive line. Your defense is all right. They're not all that. All right.
They're all right. All right.
But I'll wait. If I was Jonathan Taylor, I'll wait. See how the market look like, and see what's out there for me. Just test the market. So to just sign a loan extension with a team that basically not going anywhere in the next couple of years.
So you're basically saying just build through the draft and just keep it pushing, basically. That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying if I was Jonathan Taylor, I would just wait. I wouldn't sign an extension. If you have the cost offer me the money, because it's not going to be what is going to be when he actually is a free agent and he's testing the market. They're going to try to get him on the cheap. So I'm just saying, if you want your money, I will wait out or sign the extension. Then I will actually test the market and see what it looks like. A lot of people would throw the bag at Jonathan Taylor in a heartbeat.
Well, I mean, they would. You could say the same thing about Saquon. You could say those. You could say the thing about Saquon. You could say the thing about Austin Eckler before he got paid. I mean, he didn't get a big bag, but he got a bag nonetheless. So to stay in San Diego, or should be Los Angeles. But it seems like the market for running backs has diminished, but they bring so much value to the team. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like all these teams, like I'm trying to figure out why is only one team interested in Dalvin Cook. There should be a ton of teams interested in Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, I mean, it's not like he's a scrub, and not like unless there are reports about an injury, current injury, maybe it's not being talked about. Maybe that's different, but this is Dalvin Cook we're talking about.
Yeah, did he get hurt? Wasn't he coming off an injury before last season?
Not to my memory. No, I don't remember him coming off an injury because I remember the Giants game. He was playing. He played that game. I mean, he wasn't effective, but
I'm not talking about last season. I'm talking about the previous season. Did he ever get
hurt? Season? Yeah, he got hurt a lot. But he still played though. He's a player that always played through injuries.
Yeah,
played through injuries.
one thing we actually don't pay attention to is that maybe they know something that we don't know.
Hmm. I agree with that.
Because
I would
they're
agree with that.
saying the same thing about DeAndre Hopkins. Like he's not the same player that he used to be of him coming off his injury and stuff like that. So
No, I think DeAndre might be a little bit different. I think the more the money signing the team to a money contract wise to get this money right so they can team can sign him is the issue more than to end in a possible injury or something they don't know. I think that's a little different between DeAndre Hopkins and Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, I mean, he was healthy most of the time this past year, most of
no,
the time this past season.
but yeah,
But
this is what
this
the
is,
you got to pay attention to what
mm-hmm,
the GM said. They was explaining why they released him, and the
mm-hmm,
main reason why he couldn't create much separation like he used to. So that was their reason of actually releasing. So maybe the medical. Listen, everybody talks to everybody, medical doctors and stuff like that. So maybe they know
mm-hmm,
something we don't know. That's
right.
maybe he's not the same player he was a couple of years ago before he had his big injury. So it could be the same way with Dalvin Cook. Maybe he has
It,
an
it,
injury
it
that we don't
could.
know.
It could very well be that, and I can understand that. But this is not some third string running back. You can say the same thing why Zeke has been signed. We know why Zeke hasn't been signed because as the years past went down, as the years passed when playing with Dallas, he has gotten more and more injured. His yards per carry has gotten lower and lower. He's been beaten up for so long that he can't run the same as he used to. We understand that, but Dalvin Cook isn't this doesn't have the same running style as Zeke. But I get what you're saying in terms of medical reports. So it's like I don't know. We got to wait and see what it is. But the only team that seems to want him is Miami. Miami makes perfect sense because they run that fast style. You put him and Tyreek Hill, that's going, and you got and then Waddle. You got a three-headed monster right there. The only thing you have to approve of is the quarterback. I haven't heard. Have you heard any other team other than Miami? Because it seems like Miami, and I'm not talking to DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about Dalvin Cook. The only other team I've heard from Dalvin Cook is Miami. So that might be, at least by the end of this week, that might be a finished case right there.
Yeah, that's the only team I heard.
Hmm.
Um, and rumor mills and stuff like that was the Miami Dolphins was the best perfect fit for him. But I'm not sure if it's other teams that's looking to sign him
Hmm.
as well. So we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. But the only one that been reported was the team that was interested was the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
DeAndre Hopkins met with the Patriots today, and he's going to be with them again tomorrow. Do you think the Patriots is a good fit for DeAndre Hopkins?
Absolutely. And I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it, but I think he is a perfect fit. I think he's a perfect fit because when was the last time? Who was the last person that? Who was the last number one option for the New England Patriots?
Edelman and Moss.
That was 2007. That's a long damn time. They have not had a number one. They were the latest number one. Devontae Parker, Jacoby Myers. Now all of a sudden he got a bag going to the Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins, if and when he signs with the Patriots, will be the most make sense team of all time because not only does he help out the quarterback, he helps out the entire franchise. This whole thing changes with the whole issue with Mac Jones because now he has somebody he can throw the ball to. As long as he knows how to throw the damn deep ball better, Mac Jones can learn from DeAndre Hopkins. Bill Belichick has been in awe of DeAndre Hopkins his entire career. You've seen videos of it, and it makes perfect sense. DeAndre is going to be DeAndre, but now you add another element with an all-time coach that has made players better. Quarterbacks aside, quarterbacks also. It makes perfect sense. I don't know why I haven't, and obviously the reason why other teams have not jumped at DeAndre Hopkins is because of his contract or the team's salary. Yes, I know you keep saying if you want to win, come on over to Tampa Bay. You used to say that, but you can't say that no more. But
Mhm.
if you want to win, come on over to Kansas City. No, they ain't got the money for them.
Yes, I do.
Why? No, you don't. They don't have the
I do.
money.
I do.
They don't have the money. In your world, in Jeffrey's Madden world, they had the money. In Jeffrey's Madden world,
They have the
they
money
had
to
the money.
sign DeAndre Hopkins.
They don't. You know why? Because
Why?
they have to bulk up. Why? Because they have to get ready for Travis Kelsey's new extension. That's another reason. Remember how many times we said on the show, Travis Kelsey is severely underpaid.
Yeah.
Why you think he hasn't been paid yet? Because he's gonna get that check. He's gonna get that bag.
Okay.
That new contract
Okay.
is coming.
You know they can restructure contracts. You know that, right?
Of course, that's what they did with Patrick Mahomes already. And then what's going to happen? Patrick Mahomes is going to get a new contract, a supermax contract. So how you going to do that when you got already over a $50 million player on your team? That's not going to
Well,
work.
first of all, you're not paying DeAndre Hopkins $50 million.
No, I'm saying his
He,
contract worth
he's not
is
getting.
that
I
his
don't know
contract
what he's
worth.
asking for. How much did Odell get? He got 20-something million, right? For
Uh,
it was a 1 year. Is it a 2 year deal?
I believe it was 2 year deal. 2 year,
Two
like
years.
17 million. 2 years, 17 million.
That's DeAndre he's jointing. He probably worth a little bit more than Odell's.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say he's asking for 2 years, 25 million.
Right.
If I'm the Patriots, I'm figuring a way how. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm figuring out a way how to get that. If I really want DeAndre Hopkins, what I'm saying, there's always a way around it to restructure contracts to make room for more money.
True.
It never say never. It's not like the NBA guarantee money is guarantee money.
That's a fact.
You always restructure a contract in the NFL.
That's a fact. I agree with that, but it just seems like right now, I don't know, a little shaky. And plus, it would do your heart just a lot good just to see DeAndre Hopkins in a Chiefs jersey. It just gives
Of course,
you. I'm
he
so
he, he,
sure.
he deserves to hold the trophy
No,
at the end of the
no,
season. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to do that with the damn Patriots. He's not getting there with Matt Jones as a quarterback, sir. Matt Jones
hmm
is not Pat Mahomesy. The
Nobody
greatest.
is Patrick Mahomes. That's the problem.
Exactly. So
That's the problem.
I don't understand why his black ass want to go to the Patriots. That is mind blowing to me.
It's mind blowing because everybody that you see as a free agent does not want to go to your team. I have a problem with that
That's
too.
ridiculous. That's
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
don't need everybody. You don't need everybody.
That's ridiculous.
See, you know what my problem is? You used to say that 2 years ago about another certain team, and now you can't say that no more. You can't say that no more.
What
The
team?
garbage. That team down in Florida somewhere. They say.
Tampa Bay
Eh,
Buccaneers.
no,
Oh, you
no,
talking
no.
about
First of
them?
all, you can't say that
Super
no
Bowl
more. You
champions.
can't. You can't say that
Super
no
Bowl
more.
champions.
The cheating champions. You
Oh,
can't say that
please.
no
Let's
more.
stop it.
You can't say that no more. They
It's
don't
okay.
exist.
It's okay.
They don't exist. They don't exist.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just the goat not there anymore.
And before I continue, I'm telling you right now, this better not happen. This better not happen. I don't
Oh
want to
yeah.
hear about
Oh,
no.
you
Oh,
bet
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
happen.
No, no, no.
You
I
bet
don't
it's
want
gonna
to hear
happen.
no. I don't want to hear no garbage about no damn Raiders. I want to hear no garbage about what was he player coach. Well, I don't want to hear that garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, executive player. The man said he's done.
Michael
We're
Jordan
done
role.
with this.
Executive player, sir.
Whatever the garbage term is, nobody
Watch
cares.
mouth. Watch mouth.
Nobody cares. We do not care if this man goes back to the Raiders. We
You
do
do
not
not care.
care.
You do not
We.
care.
You're right. You're right. You're damn right. I
But the
can't stand this
rest of
man.
the sports world want to see the GOAT come back, and you need to stop hating. Okay, you need to stop because everybody know Tom Brady. When there's a good chance of the quarterback of his team right now that he owns, Jimmy Garoppolo is injury prone, and to save the season, there's anybody else out there in free agency cannot save this team, but only Tom Brady can save this team if Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt. You're damn right he's going to be an executive player and he's going to be the number 2 guy to go to if Jimmy Garoppolo start messing things up. Okay? You're damn right the GOAT is going to be back in the Raiders before it should have happened in the damn first place a couple of years ago. But, whatever happened, Dana White and the crew, whatever happened, It doesn't matter because the GOAT still got his seventh ring. But it can happen. The GOAT is going to come back and it will happy day.
Look
And it's
at you.
gonna be
Look at this sick.
it's
Look
gonna
at
be
this sick
bad for
glee.
you. It's gonna be bad
No,
for
it's
you.
not.
It's gonna
No,
be
it's
bad for
not.
you. It's gonna be
No,
bad.
it's not.
You're gonna
No, it's not.
be you're gonna
I'm
be
gonna
here.
be. No, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm gonna be cool. You know why? Because I want the man to get hurt again. I hope somebody knock his ass out.
Please.
So knock his old ass out and send him
Please.
back to the little avocados and ice
Wow,
cream
watch him
that we
off.
don't care. We
That's
don't
good,
care.
healthy ice cream, sir. Avocado ice cream is
Uh,
good, healthy ice cream.
how would you know? How would you know? Because I ain't never heard of it.
Because I believe everything the GOAT says, sir.
Oh my, that's your problem. You believe everything that
And
man said.
Antonio Brown, before he became a Judas,
Oh,
okay, said he had avocado ice cream. He never had it before, and it was slamming. It was slamming.
Can we move on, please? I don't want to sit
Um,
here. It's not going to
I
happen.
think Cook should go to Miami.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I can see Miami. I can see Dallas. Yeah, those are like the two main teams I see.
Yes.
Him going to. Aaron Rodgers finally showed up to OTAs, ladies and gentlemen. Finally,
now it's fine.
He didn't do that last year, and then when his damn wide receivers wasn't running the damn right routes and couldn't catch the damn football, he want to throw them under the bus. But the man never went to training camp in the first place to actually build a chemistry with his own damn wide receivers. Now he finally showed up for the first OTAs. Chemistry is going on in New Jersey. Gang Green.
Where's your point?
Oh, my point is when it comes to Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Watch your mouth.
That's a freaking Aaron freaking Rodgers.
I know. I hear you. But watch your mouth.
I gotta watch my mouth.
Okay, because you're gonna be disrespectful. But
go
ahead.
I know that.
It's the GOAT. It's the greatest of all time.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's the greatest of all time.
In Green Bay, yeah.
No. Greatest of all time. Greatest quarterback of all time.
Watch him out. Excuse me. He's not even top 10. Okay.
Well, excuse me.
Aaron Rodgers is not top 10. He's not top 10.
What?
Greatest quarterback of all time. But one ring.
What?
One ring.
What?
One ring.
What?
One ring. Is he better than Joe Montana?
Yeah,
is he better than Joe Montana?
Yes, he is.
Oh my.
Yes,
God.
he is. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh my
Absolutely.
God. Is he better than Troy Aikman?
Oh yeah, he's better than Troy.
Is he better than Dan Marino?
Dan Marino ain't win a rank. Hell yeah, he better than Dan Marino. Absolutely.
How? Dan Marino got better stats than Aaron Rodgers though.
He may have better stats, but he don't have a ring.
Really?
He doesn't have a ring.
I know he doesn't have a ring. But so you're saying Aaron Rodgers is better than Dan Marino because Aaron Rodgers have a ring. Wow. That is unbelievable. You're right.
That was that. I'm cool. I'm cool, baby. It's just who I am. You should know that by now.
Yeah. This is the blasphemous that you are.
No, it's not blasphemous. It's not blasphemous.
Anything you want to touch on when it comes to WWE? Bloodline, storyline. How you feel about this with them and Roman and Solo beefing with the Usos?
Can we just sit here and say it's beautiful? It's beautiful, man. It is beautiful. This is storytelling at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Storytelling at its finest. You know, this is storytelling at its finest. This is what stories should be told. This is how it goes into not just wrestling. Sometimes we don't always want to see great matches. We want to hear every wrestling is about a story. And when you combine the storytelling and promos, storytelling in the ring, and then you have the match itself, you have classics. Now, I cannot remember ever a storytelling situation with the bloodline that has started, this has gone this long that the WWE has ever done since since Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is probably the longest storyline I remember. You can include your NWO crap, yeah, whatever. They was all over this.
Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, and the anniversary is coming up next month, so y'all get ready to have on your
Nobody
NWO
cares.
shirt.
Nobody cares.
Okay,
Nobody
go to
cares.
WWEshop.com, get you an NWO shirt,
Nobody cares.
or get you a hoodie, or get you a snapback, and represent on NWO Day.
Nobody cares.
You don't
Nonetheless,
care.
nonetheless, this is one hell of a storyline. Started at 2020 in the Thunderdome to where we are now, 2023, and there's still so many layers that we can decipher. I love this storyline. This is what WWE should be. They're always about telling stories. The same thing you watch on Law and Order. They tell a story. Same thing if some people watch soaps. They tell a story. The same thing with narrators and books. They tell stories, whether it's factual, fiction, or nonfiction. It doesn't matter. At this point, it's very believable because we have a real life family, aka the Bloodline, which is the name of their faction, having a crisis on their hands, a family crisis nonetheless. We're still right now. We're not even at the apex of the story. Why? Because there's so many questions that they can go with. You got the whole Jay storyline right now. A couple weeks ago, it was about the Jimmy storyline. Are we gonna have Jimmy versus Roman? Now we're gonna know where is Jay stand. Is Jay gonna be with the Bloodline, or is he going? Him and his brother gonna go 1-on-1? Are we gonna have this tag team match with Roman and Solo versus the Usos? And then how far and how long will Solo stay by their side before we get Solo versus Roman? And then at the end of the day, you want to have Paul Heyman have to choose between family and Roman. And then God forbid, and then we still haven't had the actual Samoans. We still have not seen the actual Rikishi, who does not mind being in the storyline because that is part of the bloodline. We don't know. We may not ever get Rock and Roman. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. We don't know. We don't know how far this storyline will go. But there are so many layers into this that will also include Cody Rhodes, God willing, at WrestleMania 40. Well, hopefully he will finish the story. There are so many layers into this that I love it. It is the best thing on WWE television, bar none. And we're sitting there waiting, just like Jim Ross back in the NWA. It was only 60 seconds left in the main event, and there's a big old brawl. And he says, "Oh my God, it's a fight going on. We're going to tell you what happens. We're going to show you what happens in the next episode of NWA Wrestling." You sat there as a fan, was like, "Oh my God, these people are beating the crap out of each other. I want to see what happens." This is the very same thing. Very same thing. Every single night, every single week, Friday Night SmackDown has become the show to watch. And it's gotten so big that even their rival show, Raw, is showing bits and pieces of what happened week after week on the last episode of SmackDown on Raw. They don't show what's going on Raw because Raw has its own entity. The only time they show stuff was going on Raw was recently was Seth and AJ about to go for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, they're only showing bits and pieces. The only bits and pieces they show on Raw is pretty much to do with nothing and the highlights of the next pay-per-view. This is the best thing that's so dominant on TV. We don't know where it's going, but we can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I want to see what happens next. Something has got to happen, and I'm sitting there. I'm ready for it. I need to know how you feel.
Because I'm cool done?
I am done. And you show some respect and put your ones in the air.
I ain't doing nothing. I ain't
put
doing
your ones in the air. You still got the shirt. Put your ones in the air. Put your ones in the air, sir.
Please.
Put your ones in the air. Stop hating. Don't hate.
Bloodline is the best storyline going on WWE.
You're damn right.
And wrestling right now.
You're damn right.
NWO. Everybody knows that.
Who was everybody?
Everybody.
I don't know about that. But continue.
Yeah, of course. Sure hater.
I'm a hater.
I don't know where they going with this bloodline
Mm-hmm.
storyline. I like it
Mm-hmm.
though. I just want to see some more members of the family get involved.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
I don't know who,
Mm-hmm.
but um I want to see some more family members get involved. Maybe two members take the Uso spot.
Like,
I was thinking Haku Sons since they're a tag team.
you referring to
There
Haku
was there was a,
Sons?
it is there was a New Japan. There was a tag team champions. There was with the Butter Club.
Oh, Tama and Tonga, whatever their names
Yeah,
are.
yeah. I
Yeah,
went.
but they're not. Are they? They're not Samoan, are they? Are they Samoan?
Yeah,
Okay. I had
it's
to
still
ask.
part
I
of
wasn't
Bloodline
sure.
though.
Okay. I understand.
Haku is part of some Bloodline.
I understand.
I don't know who else in the family. I would like to see maybe Tamina come back and be a
That would
part
make
of it.
sense. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Because I know, right, yo, Rikishi got a lot of kids, bro.
He
All
has
right.
another son. He has another son that's in, I don't know if it's NWA or I believe his one of his other sons' name is Jacob Fatu. And then he has another younger son that's already in WWE developmental. So yeah, he got a lot of kids. He
Yeah, a
got a
lot
lot
of
of
kids.
kids. He got a lot of kids.
Yeah, they deep as hell. And
It,
and
the storyline, the tree confuses me.
and he has his own wrestling promotion, which is dope.
Yes, he does. And
So
they showed you talking about Rikishi.
Rikishi, yeah,
Yeah. Based on the West Coast, right?
yeah, as a Californian. I forgot who else he trained that's popular right now, but he also got a lot of he's got a lot of nieces too. If
Um
you follow him on Instagram.
no,
Rikishi?
I believe I have him on Insta. I think I have him on Instagram, but I don't haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
anything.
He has other than his personal Instagram, he has another Instagram page, and I think it's the Samoan Dynasty. I think it's called Samoan Dynasty. I sent it to you, but it shows like the promotion that he has and all his family members that are actually wrestling right now. It's ridiculous.
So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like the line, like you said, I agree with you. Like that line, that their line is just like, yo, I would love to sit and watch their family tree, but I can't because it will confuse me.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Because they have cousins and they have uncles and I'm trying to figure out who is who and how they relate to this person and how they relate to that person. If that person's a cousin, that one's an uncle. But then it's they've done to a cousin, so it's like,
I hope there's a lot of incest going on. I'm just saying. I'm saying. I mean, that to be confused like that. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
it could be some incest going on. Yeah, because some you can marry not your first cousin, but you can marry your second or third cousin. Some people are
yeah,
like that. That's what it
that's
should be
true.
confusing.
That's true. Um, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I really don't know. I don't know where it goes. I don't know how far or how deep it goes. But they're, oof, I don't. I can't tell you right now. It just
Yeah. Like,
it's confusing.
would you still keep the Usos in the bloodline? Just make them have a family fight and wind up getting back together, and then add more members, or let the Usos go their own way, but add two new members, maybe like a tag team to replace them in the bloodline with Solo and Roman.
Um, that's a damn good question to be honest. I would kind of keep the things the way as it is, but what I would also want to do, I want to add people to the story. I want to add Tamina to the story. I want to add Rikishi to the story. If I have to go back, I'll add the Wild Samoans to it. Alpha and Sika if I have to, because remember this is not it's not just no reason why Heyman is not in this because he managed the Wild Samoans back in the I believe the 70s or 80s. So he's just as tied into
But
this
that was
whole
Rikishi.
thing.
It wasn't
Right,
also.
Rikishi. Right. It
It
was
was
Rikishi and
it was
Alpha and
the
Sika.
no. Alpha Sega wrestled in the 70s.
Okay.
Well, Paul Heyman he managed Rikishi and Samu
Right.
that later became the Head Shriekers.
Right, the
But
head
at
shrinkers. Thank you.
WCW there was a Samoan
Samoan SWAT
SWAT
team.
team. Yeah,
Samoan SWAT team, right.
yeah.
So that's why I said he's absolutely tied into this. You said his sons. I wouldn't mind seeing his sons. Maybe I would say more to make an appearance. You know what I mean? I know he has one younger son that's in developmental right now. Um, like I said, this can go another year or two. The way these storylines are going, it
Could you
can.
could you see them creative actually involving the OGs like Rikishi, the Wild Samoans to actually
Yes,
fix the family problems?
Rikishi has already stated in an interview on WWE, I think it was about 2020, and he said, Roman don't got nothing on me. Roman ain't nobody said that Roman was ahead of the table. He said that. This is when I believe it was the pandemic and the Thunderdome when they had his son Jay versus Roman
Yeah.
for the Universal title. And he said, Roman not the head of the table over me. He provide for his family, but he ain't no head of the table over. He's not the head of the table over me. I wouldn't mind being part of. Put me in. He said he wouldn't mind a Rikishi versus Roman Reigns match. That, that'd be highly intriguing.
That'd be good leading up to a WrestleMania with The Rock.
Would it?
Yeah, you let Roman fight Rikishi, right? And then let him
Mm-hmm.
beat Rikishi, and then WrestleMania that could lead up to The Rock if he's in shape at that time. Like,
Right.
all right, you beat one of the guys at the table, but I'm the main guy. It's because he's the most popular and famous one,
Mm-hmm. Or are you speaking
and
of
held
Rock?
more titles. And held more titles.
Oh, you talking about Roman or Rock?
No, I'm talking about The Rock.
Oh, okay.
You have a match that, let's say, like a pay per view before WrestleMania, right?
Right.
You have a match with Rikishi and Roman. Roman
Mm-hmm.
goes over on Rikishi, and that could lead up to The Rock facing Roman at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good setup. Because before they even Roman and the Usos got in, Rikishi was the last one that was really active.
Right.
Because remember, The Rock left, like to do movies and
Right.
stuff like that. But everybody know The Rock was ahead of Rikishi, but Rikishi was the guy.
Right.
But Rikishi knows that The Rock is ahead of him,
Right.
so that would be a good setup. Rikishi is the number two. The Rock is the number one. I let Roman go through them two to be officially ahead of the table.
Right. I want to see, like you said, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm cool with that. And like I said, there's so many layers that can be done with the story. Well, because thus far, it's been done correctly.
Yeah,
I've never, like I said, it's been done absolutely correctly. It really has. And there's no telling how far, how long this can really go. There's really no. I say another year and a half, but it could go another 2 years. And when you start inviting people from the outside, like you said, other companies, or you said Tom, the two guys from Bullet Club, you can go that route. You absolutely could go that route. I wouldn't mind it. I really would not mind it. And it was like, okay. And you sitting there, you're asking the question, how long could this go? And then you're asking yourself the question, could others get involved? You can involve other storylines like you did the Sammy and the KO leading up to WrestleMania and then after. And then they have the downfall of the Usos. And then you're gonna have the downfall, I guess, of um Solo and the trusting his brothers over his cousin. and then you can have Solo versus Roman, and then you can have the downfall of Roman when he loses the title, and then the question that you can even add to it: will Heyman be there by Roman when he loses the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Undisputed Championship? That's another layer that has not even been touched yet.
Right.
Hasn't been touched yet. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't even been thought of. Will that same person be there when he loses a championship? Will he still be by his side when he loses a championship? We don't know.
And remember,
And
Austin
so,
Theory threw something at Paul Heyman as well.
there's a picture of him and Evolve and Paul Heyman shaking his hand. That I do know. That I do remember.
Yeah, he mentioned something on SmackDown, last SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Paul. I forgot. I can't actually quote what he actually said, but basically he was saying, "Hey, I would love for like Paul Heyman to,
To
manage
manage me,
me."
right?
Yeah,
Right. And there's like I said, there's a picture of him and Evolve shaking him and excuse me, Paul Heyman shaking each other's hands and Evolve, and it's a possibility, but we can't even knock out the possibility that maybe one day Paul Heyman can also manage Solo. He never given that thought.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? That would make sense also. That's another thing that has not happened. Another thing that has not happened, we also have not thought of. How about you saw what happened last Thursday, last Friday on SmackDown when they just gave Jey Uso a championship opportunity, right? You want to put things in a major perspective with this whole bloodline storyline to amp it up. How about you put Jey Uso in the Money in the Bank ladder match? Ooh.
Dobby got a good idea, but too
Oh,
late for
and
that.
if he no, it's never too late. It's never too late. You can add Jey Uso to that match. You can absolutely add Jey Uso to that match. You absolutely can. There's no way that can't be done. That can absolutely be done. It
Who do
could.
you with the people that's already assigned to that match without
Mm,
adding Jey Uso to that? Who do you think is going to
mm.
win that match? Because that's really like a toss up. You got Nakamura, you got Ricochet, you got the guys from LWO.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got a lot of uh, everybody that's assigned to this. They can actually win the Money in the Bank.
Agree. I agree.
So who the petition
Who's
is just
my
so
pick?
far? Yeah, who's your pick so far?
I have two picks. Um, Pick number one is LA Knight. The homie is beyond talented. He is stupid talented. It just does not make sense to see how talented this dude is. And if you people know who LA Knight is, obviously he's from other promotions. He's from TNA, and in TNA he won I think it was like a King of a Mountain match where you are guaranteed to win a world championship, almost very similar to Money in the Bank. And
Yeah,
he won, and he became world champion. He is a modern day version of The Rock, in my opinion.
that's blasphemy.
It's not blasphemy. Okay, let me do one better. He's a current MJF, but less disrespectful, but more flashy and talented, like The Rock, except for all the dress skirt with the dressing, the clothes and all that. I'm talking about talent wise. It's Rock. It's this Rock. It's not Montez. It's Montez Ford too. There's similar things between him and Montez Ford.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about in the ring. I'm talking about in terms of talent on the mic, entertaining people. You give LA Knight this thing, he's going straight to the moon. Number one. My number two pick gotta be Ricochet. It gotta be Ricochet,
that's
bro.
my number one. Ricochet.
That's I would not mind. I would love for this dude to become world champion. It is about time. This man has been disrespected. He has been put to the side. Not and yet just use the man just for his talents. And if people there are wrestling fans out there that remember him from God, what was that wrestling company? Um, not New Japan. Oh God, I forgot the name of the wrestling company. They're not in business anymore. Lucha Underground. He
Oh,
was
Lucha
Lou.
Underground.
He was on Lucha Underground. He was King Ricochet. He was King. That King before he became King Ricochet. It was he had a mask on. He wrestled under a persona with a mask on, but he had the same tattoos that she has on now.
Yeah,
So it was him, and he's wrestled matches against guys like Will Ospreay, what people call is like a 6, 7, 8 star match.
yeah.
The man is ultra talented, and he, believe it or not, he can talk. He just has not been given the opportunity to. He can absolutely talk. I believe, yo, you give him the title, you give him the money in the bank, you don't cash it in on Roman, you cash it in on Seth Rollins. Possibly, we have not seen this yet. Why not give Ricochet a heel run? It's been done in other promotions. He can be a heel. He can talk. How many only other cool heel that's like him was AJ Styles. Not comparing him to AJ Styles, I'm talking about in terms of flips and his athleticism.
Movesets. Yeah.
Yes, movesets is AJ Styles like. Early AJ Styles, TNA, not current AJ. But it's ridiculous. He can do it all, and he can talk. He can move. He can go with the best of them. I would love to see Ricochet win it. I don't mind if it's LA Knight. I'm cool. The only person I hate to say I don't want to see win is I love Shinsuke, but it's not his time yet. It's not. It's good that he's in the Money in the Bank ladder match,
Mhm.
but I believe there's something else for Shinsuke coming down the line. But I want to see Ricochet win this Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I want Ricochet to win it.
You want Ricochet to win too? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm cool with that. If you say that, then I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one.
Nah, you're not the only one. Seth Rollins is first of all, Seth Rollins has one of the greatest entrances of all
All
time.
time. All time. Bar none. It's not even close. It's not even close, man. I've never seen an interesting. I have never seen
An entrance like this.
ever, ever. And then it keeps going. And then it keeps going.
Even when
And then it
the
keeps
boys try to
going.
talk, they keep singing it. They did
Right.
Finn Balor dirty on Monday. They
Right.
did him.
Yeah. And it kept doing while he kept talking. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they did
bro.
him dirty.
Yeah, kind of dragging it down. But it just shows how far he's come. It really just showed how far he's come. And now you're gonna see him going back to where it started and see against Braun Breaker. Oh, that's a great idea
I forgot.
to get. Yeah, that it was just announced last night on NXT, and I'm like, yes, you're gonna see Braun Breaker
So that's
versus
next
Seth
week? Oh, I thought it was
Rollins
this week.
next week. Not next week.
Oh,
Next week.
next week? Okay. I need
Next
to watch
Tuesday.
that.
And that's must see TV. And see, like I said, you never had a reason to watch NXT. And I've been telling you about some of these wrestlers. Now you want to watch it because it's Seth Rollins. It's a great idea. Why? Because now you're gonna get people into watching a show that people don't generally watch.
Right.
And not only that, you're gonna have the guy who started with NXT. And who was this guy? Dusty Rhodes. Dusty was this guy. He made sure Seth Rollins was gonna win that world championship. Who was the guy who always said that he was like a son to him? Roman Reigns. And it goes right back. It all ties into him, Seth, Roman, Cody. Just connecting the dots.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense,
Yeah.
man.
I know you have been watching AEW lately, right? But they have a pay-per-view, which I
Oh, they
enjoyed
did?
the first one. No. I'm saying they have one coming up. I think it's June 25th. Forbidden Door 2. The last Forbidden Door was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was worth my $50. We'll be watching part 2 this year. They got some good matchups. They got
There's only one match I'm interested in.
what match is that?
There's only match that I'm interested in is Daniel Bryan versus
Okada.
Okada. That's the only match I'm interested in. I've seen Osprey and Omega. It's already happened. I can kind of see what's going to happen with that too. Somebody, I think Don Callis is going to screw do it again all over again.
Mm.
Um, Omega Brian Danielson has always been on my bucket list of dream matches. I don't really care about the rest of the card. Hold on, I take that back. If they do CM Punk Samoa Joe, I'm in. If they do CM Punk Samoa Joe, I'm all in.
We gotta find
Not,
out Friday.
I think that's the route
I
they're
mean
going.
Saturday.
CM,
Saturday's new show.
I think that's the route they're going. CM Punk Samoa Joe. I could be wrong, but if that's the route they're going, I'm all in. I'm all in for that. But Brian Danielson versus Okada, I don't know if you've watched up with this guy Okada, but
Yeah, money maker. Okada's a problem.
he is one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it took this guy these two so long to have this match. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. That's the only match I really care about. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't really care about any other match.
I haven't really seen the whole card yet. They just announced Okada and Brian Danielson.
Right.
I know Osprey and
Omega.
That's the only two I really know about. I don't know about the rest of the card yet.
It's coming. I know that for sure because remember, I think it's what next. The pay per view is next month.
I think it's this month.
Is this month? Oh, sorry, this May June. So you know how AEW is. They'll get their card together. It's going to happen. They're going to announce it like on Collision or something like that. I'm still, this Collision thing is giving me WCW Saturday Night vibes. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if it's bad. It's more of a wait and see approach. Obviously, they need to get their very first show up to date. Like for you, okay, I'm pretty sure you don't remember. Do you remember when WWE created WWE Main Event, the updated Main Event,
Yeah,
the
that was
updated
trash.
version?
Yeah.
It was trash, right? It still comes on TV, but it only comes on
The network.
WWE program, the network.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The very first match was The Undertaker versus Matt Hardy. That's how far back it goes.
Mm.
So I'm getting those same exact vibes. Like I said, not only that with WCW Saturday Night vibes. I'm getting those same vibes.
Main event.
I don't remember main event. Right. Not WWE Saturday Night Main Event. Just the updated version of main event. It was double.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Right. It's different. It's different for me. I want to see what they do, and I want to see what happens. I'm very interested in it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching it just to see where they're going with it. They have 3 shows. It's a lot. It does feel like the Wednesday show is Nitro. Rampage is Thunder, and Saturday is Saturday what do you call it? WCW Saturday Night.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about. That's
WCW
exactly what
Saturday
I'm
Night
thinking about.
didn't really get bad until like 90, 98 when the shit was going bad.
You mean it was utter trash, basically, what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. It was bad because they had 2. That was that was the only television show they had before they even got Nitro.
Right.
So those used to be popping every Saturday.
It used to be, and then like you said,
Nitro took
things
over.
changed.
And I don't know why they did Thunder. That was just terrible for the start. But yeah,
that's your company.
Watch them out, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, before we even continue and we go to the next one, we got to give our thoughts and condolences to the late great Iron Sheik. Sheiky Baby passed away not too long ago.
Yes, Iron Sheik. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sheiky Baby. What are your memories of Sheik? Obviously, we were born past the prime, past, what are your thoughts of Iron Sheik? If you have any wrestling memories of him or seeing him on TV.
Yeah, I didn't really come onto Iron Sheik. Obviously, we wasn't born yet when he was world champion. But
Hmm.
my first memory of Iron Sheik was I think it was Wrestling Challenge, and he had a match on Wrestling Challenge, and the one thing that I really
This is
knows about
92. 92?
this is like um yeah, probably like 91, 92.
Mm-hmm.
WWE Wrestling Challenge used to come on Challenge 5.
Right.
Yeah, so I remember him wearing the weird boots he used to wear, but his name wasn't Iron Sheik, it was Colonel Mustafa.
Oh,
So remember
right. I
when
remember.
Sergeant Slaughter was heel, um, and Iron Sheik had another name. He wasn't called Iron Sheik.
Hmm.
Um, but I remember that. I remember SummerSlam 91 or 2 at Madison Square
Hmm.
Garden when it was Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior,
Yep.
um, had a 3-way tag match with Sergeant Slaughter and Mustafa called the Match Made in Hell.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites SummerSlams all the time. Um, yeah, but Iron Sheik. Well, one thing I enjoyed about Iron Sheik was the interviews. There's a crazy interview he did with this guy on damn, what's his name?
Hulk Hogan.
No, no, he was talking about Hulk Hogan on that on an interview, but what's his name? Stern is his last name, right?
I have no clue. But
He
continue.
has a black woman on the show called Robin.
Oh
Howard
my.
Stern. Is it Howard
Howard
Stern?
Stern, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Howard
yeah,
Stern
yeah.
because she
So
always
he
had the heavyweight black, the heavy, not the heavy set black chick, but I
yeah,
know who you're
Robin. He
referring
had
to. It was
Robin. Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
yes, it was Howard Stern. It was definitely
Yeah,
Howard
yeah.
Stern.
So he was talk about Hulk Hogan and how much of a piece of shit he was and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And then Howard Stern called Hulk Hogan. He called him, and then I ain't say, you know, brother, I'm just running the gimmick. I'm just doing the gimmick, sir. Like
Hmm.
Iron Sheik was, he was a kidder. He always
Right, 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 right,
ran the gimmick.
right.
And it was another clip that he got pissed off at the Ultimate Warrior at a signing. Did you see that?
Yes,
Did you see that video?
I saw that. I remember
Because
that
the
one.
promoter said that the
I
Ultimate
absolutely
Warrior
remember that one.
that the Ultimate Warrior wanted to meet him, but the Ultimate
Hmm.
Warrior said he never liked the Iron Sheik, so he never want to like meet him. And then he went off the promoter and slapped the shit out of him.
Yep,
And all.
yep.
So those are my memories of Iron Sheik.
Right, right. I remember just seeing him on TV, always disrespecting Hulk Hogan, always disrespect the U.S. of A. And one major thing I remember about the Iron Sheik was those boots he wore.
Yeah, those
Those
unique.
boots. Truth be told, he had really bad ankles. Like his ankles were really, really bad, and almost like I think it was a picture. He like they is like his ankles turned purple,
Yeah,
and he was still wrestling matches.
yeah,
He was still wrestling matches with those very, very sharp, pointy boots. And then during the match, he would always take somebody's hair and just toss him by and put his feet up and then toss him by his feet. Almost like it was legal at the time. I think another every time he disrespected Hulk Hogan, it was it for me. Always disrespect the US of A. He was the ultimate heel. Um, I think the biggest memory for me, I didn't obviously I had to rewatch it was the time that he got Sergeant Slaughter to turn heel and was on his side.
yeah. That was around the same time. That's when that's
Oh,
when the match made in hell.
oh, and then
At first
Sergeant
they was
Slaughter.
rivals. His rivals in the
There
70s.
were rivals for his rivals, and then he got Sergeant Slaughter.
When Saul to
You
turn heel.
got the guy. You got the actual GI Joe. Everybody can say who they want to about GI Joe. GI Joe. No, Sergeant Slaughter's GI Joe.
Joe, yeah. That's all the
He's
reason why
GI
you
Joe.
watched it.
It's the only reason why you watch it. It was Sergeant Slaughter. When you got that dude to turn heel during a political time in the war, a very, very crazy time. And you doing this in the middle of, I believe, World War II, if memory serves me.
Gulf War,
World
yeah.
War II, Gulf War. And then you're mixing politics and reality. And they became reality. Sergeant Slaughter has said it multiple times that he was hated, he was being chased, spat at the worst. And then Iron Sheik was just loving every single minute of the moment of the minute. And then Slaughter became WWF champion, became the most hated person on the planet. And Sheik was right there in the middle of it. That's one memory I will never forget. Some people, us wrestling fans, we get too deep when it comes to certain wrestlers that our feelings forget for it. I forgive him, obviously, Sergeant Slaughter for it, but you still blame Iron Sheik. Another a final one. I remember on Iron Sheik when WrestleMania 17, they had the gimmick battle royal,
Oh
and it
yeah.
was him. I believe it was Gorilla
Everybody.
Monsoon,
Joint the Clown.
Doing the
Brother
Clown,
Love.
Brother Love. It was Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon on commentary. No, I'm sorry, Gene Okerlund, Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon. God, what's that dude name? The Repo Man, and then Sheik came out, and it was just being booed. He always had them Persian clubs around him. He was walking with the Persian clubs while coming down the ring, as disrespectful to USA as much as he could. But he will be missed. He is an icon. He is one of the greatest of all time. In my opinion, one of the greatest top 5, top 10 heels of all time. There's no, like, anytime you always disrespect the United States when you're in the United States. He was always playing the role on camera, like you said, on Howard Stern. But he will absolutely be missed. Absolutely.
Actually, Saucy Bomb for the Sheik. Yeah, everybody, that's the end of season 3. Saucy Discourse. We're gonna see you on season 4. So make sure you stay tuned, close to social media when we're going back on air.
Mm-hmm.
So at the meantime, catch up on the episodes. And if you all our Spotify listeners, make sure you actually share the podcast. We trying to get to another 100 listeners. Okay, another 100 listeners. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. All right. Don't forget to get some official merch on Teespring. Shout out to our sponsors, Cluck A Vodka. Shout out to everybody who has been supporting the podcast, leaving comments, feedback. Even if you don't want to come on the show, we still appreciate the feedback and your sports opinion on any topic that we actually do.
Absolutely.
Brother, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, man. We're gonna be back for another season. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some plotting and planning.
Some football coming up.
Yeah, man, the season coming up, so we gotta get some things together. We may have to go live on NFL Sundays. You don't know yet. We're gonna try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, I want everybody enjoy your summer. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Shout out to all the fathers out there. We're gonna be back for another season. We're gonna be at season 4, man. If you think we're crazy now, wait too. You know what? Just can you do me a favor before we leave for the end of the season? Can you just hit me one Joe Pesci, please? Just hit me one Joe Pesci. I never asked for it before.
Get the fuck out of here! What fucking warming up? Get out of here!
I appreciate that, brother. I really do appreciate that.
Yes, sir. We see you on the first episode of season 4. Peace and love, everybody. Always remember, even though Fat Joe's a Knicks fan.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
We see y'all on the next one. Peace and love, everybody.
Peace.